It's going good, Dan.
Okay. Here we are, back once again. On top of the world, looking down on creation.
Looking down on some plugins.
Metaphysically speaking.
Yeah.
Looking down on plugins. Yeah. Yeah, not like a...
Not looking down on them in an arrogant,
No.
you know,
No,
nasty way.
Not in a godly way. We're not saying we're God. Just saying...
That's not for us.
Just trying to say I've had an all right
that's
week.
for other people to say.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I meant in the omnipresent, supernatural, hyper being sort of way.
Yeah. You're not actually omnipresent, are you?
I'm just trying to say, Sean,
Okay.
I'm not God. I'm just trying to say I'm all right.
I don't think you have to say it.
Well,
Okay. Anyway.
I didn't bring it up.
I'm not sure I did.
Maybe, well, it must have been one of us.
It must have been one of us.
Okay. Anyway, welcome, the viewing several, to another episode of Is It? With me, Dan, and him, Sean. And today, I can see what we're going to look at. It's something that simulates something that you don't want simulating.
Ah. Okay.
Over to you, Sean.
This is the WAVESFACTORY SNAREBUZZ. Now, what the WAVESFACTORY SNAREBUZZ does, that rhymes, is that it simulates the sound of the bottom snare buzz. So you know when you mic a snare up, you stick a mic on the top and then you stick a mic underneath, and the mic underneath is pointing at the snares themselves and they buzz and rattle, and that is the sound.
Yeah. Do that.
That's all right. I think it's just a screen.
Yes.
We're still good.
All right, good.
We're all good.
So it replicates the sound of
Yes.
the channel that you don't use in your mix.
You don't use the snare bottom.
Why? So what is a snare bottom?
Okay, let's do this. So when you are either recording a drum kit or if you're miking a drum kit up for live purposes, one mic pointing at the top of the snare is only half the information. The other half is the snare sound itself underneath. So generally I would put a 57 on the top and then maybe another 57 or maybe something like a condenser underneath, capturing the sound of the snares. Then what you do is you reverse the phase of the bottom snare mic.
Yeah.
Because when you hit a snare, it goes like that, the sound comes out top and bottom. So if you don't reverse the phase, it will cancel out and sound terrible. And what you generally find is that you get the crack from the top mic and you get the buzzy bit from the bottom mic, and it's only a combination of those two that gives you the sound of a snare drum. And this is for...
Or a sampler.
Well, obviously there is that. This is for those rare cases, maybe you haven't got enough channels for that. You've recorded your kit with kick mic, snare mic, hat mic, and that's your lot. This will simulate the bottom snare mic when you haven't done it. Or if you have done it and it sounds terrible.
Okay. So how does it do that?
Well, you got me there, Dan. I have no idea how
It must
does
trigger
that.
a sample, does it?
Do you know, I don't know. I just played with it and went, oh,
that's quite a good idea.
It's sort of...
Because it gives you sort of a bit of that top end and a bit of the roominess quite often on the snare as well, doesn't it?
And the weird thing is that when you're adjusting the setting on there, the mic moves further away or closer to.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
But the mic's on the top.
I know, it's a bit strange. I think it's basically saying, this is where your snare top mic is, and we're giving you the sound of the bottom. It's a bit odd.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I would just say it works. I'm not sure I'd use it very much, but if I was using some samples and I wanted them to sound more legitimately like a real drum kit, this might really help.
Because we did say, obviously, you could use a sort of a MIDI replacement sort of vibe, couldn't you? And a sample. But this is a very specific tool for a very specific job that will prevent you having to do that.
I think so.
That thing, yeah. It's kind of assuming it's velocity sort of sensitive somehow as well.
Yeah.
It's sort of triggering something. Yeah.
It's weird. There's literally a couple of controls on it, and you know, it's like more or less ambient. I think it's free. It's free, and that's the best bit about it, because it's one of those you probably look at going, I don't know, you know, the amount of times that's happened to me is not enough for me to go and spend money on it. Yeah, but they know that, so they've said, I have this one.
Somebody's Googled, watch this review. Somebody's thought that, Googled for this.
Yep.
And watch this review.
There you go.
Is it shit?
No, it's not shit. It's free, and it solves a problem that you might not have very often, but if you have it once, then
there you go.
This will fix that.
So that's what it does, and it's free, and it's not shit.
It's not shit. There you go. So, that's the end of this. So, like the video, subscribe to the channel.
Check out the Patreon and the various other links, the Instagram, Studio Life 101, etc. And we will catch you on the flip.
See you later.